Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. Welcome to my channel. Can you hear me? Do you hear something maybe that sounds like a man speaking Spanish? It's because there's a church underneath me and they're making us lives living hell. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to talk to you about what would you rather live with, mice or this racket? Well, I tried to save two little mice today. My mother found them in the trash can. She just dumped the trash and there was the empty trash can and two mice got in there and I brought them in my room because she told me to get rid of them. And I kind of told her a little white lie. I told her that I was going to take them outside. It was 24 degrees outside, which is below freezing. And you put an animal out there, it's going to freeze to death. And I'm not going to do that. So I brought them into my room and I tried to make a video about that, but at one point, one of the mice jumped up, and he's somewhere in my room somewhere. So then I was down to one mouse. Then I started filming again, and the mouse actually jumped out of the thing and onto my computer keyboard and somehow turned the computer off. And then I found out that this computer that I'm using to create my videos does not have the capability of knitting groups of videos together. This Windows 11, it doesn't have the video editing capabilities of prior Windows computers I've had. And I tried to do a search to find out if I could do some kind of editing inside the YouTube studio itself, the back part of YouTube. It can do certain things, but one of the things it cannot do is knit video sections together. So I decided that I would scrap the footage of the mice that I had tried to film in my room that you really couldn't see too well anyway because they were in the bucket and it was really dark and the mice were small, little guys, head to butt and then the tail was like this. So now we've got this wonderful melodious Spanish Christianity that we are being bombarded with. And the reason why we are being treated to this is because this, what you hear underneath me is a sublet. The person, and I won't even say his name for obvious reasons, he wants to make up the money that he gets for renting out the church that he uses. So he rents it out to other churches, and he never bothered to tell them to be advised that there are families above and to keep the volume down, because he has no interest in our being treated with any kind of respect, because the real plan is that we will be, we meaning me and my family who lives in this apartment, we will be so disgusted that we will move out, and believe me, we want to. But you ever try moving in the middle of wintertime? If you don't have a place to go and it's cold, and then on the other hand, you can't move in the middle of the summertime because other rentals that are not year-round rentals will be higher, and we'd be paying even higher rents, and the rent here is fucking ridiculous for considering that you still have to pay utilities and you're living in this environment. And there are people loitering outside all areas of the day or night to buy drugs, because this part of the city is known for its drugs. And I don't mean marijuana, I mean things like heroin and crack and tickets, whatever the fuck they are. It's not tickets for a rock and roll concert, I'll tell you that. I've gotten such an education in all kinds of ghetto arts and sciences since we moved to this neighborhood. Believe me, all the street smarts I thought I had, it's really hectic around here. And if I could have left yesterday, believe me, I would. I continue to pack. We had a pest control guy here. We have a real nice guy from Orkin that and he is not sadistic like so many pest control people are. They only had things for the cucarachas. They didn't have anything except for bait and those snap traps that, of course, snapped the necks of the mice. I tried to save one that actually didn't get his neck snapped, just grabbed him by the arm, and I was able to release him and set him outside, and I think he ran into a neighboring building. So, yeah, I guess I can't imagine that that mouse is the only one that ever got in that building, so I'm not going to feel guilty about that. But Again, what would you rather have? Living with a bunch of mice or living above this? And I could just imagine if there's a normal church, well, normal being a relative thing, on Sunday mornings, and then this is Thursday night, then again we're getting treated to the same church Saturday night. And what's to stop the jerk who's doing all the subletting from subletting yet even more noisy churches? And for all we know, he might be encouraging them to go ahead, turn your volume up, go ahead. These people, they don't have enough of an audience or parishioners or whatever you want to call them to justify amplifying anything. You got microphones for the singers, you got an electronic keyboardist, you got a bass player, you got all this racket. And then at one point, the things get real rhythmic, and families are dancing around like, not like any church or temples or anything I've ever experienced. But I understand there's lots of ways to pray, and there's lots of religions out there. But I thought that religions were like your private parts. You can be proud of them, but you're not supposed to show them off. But I guess if all these religions feel that they're right and they're the only way, and they want to promulgate their religions, but isn't there something like a golden rule where you treat others the way you want to be treated? And how would all these people feel if it was their home that was being invaded? If their television sets and their radios and whatever devices they had were never loud enough to drown out this stuff? What about us? What about the families that were here first? Me and my family, we were here over 16 years. When my father passed away, we found this apartment, and we had no idea what we were in for. Don't our lives matter? Or is it because of this skin color that makes us, we don't matter? I wonder. Or is it with these religions that unless you believe in that religion, you don't matter? I guess we don't matter. The mice matter. Welcome to my hell. And if you have any advice for what to do the next time I catch some mice and I want to set them someplace, but I don't want to let them freeze to death, maybe you want a pet mouse. All right, I'll talk to you on a maybe less churchy day. Bye.